get in here and pray, and they said, and he was having one of them crusades. Point your hand towards this. We gonna pray that God will be done. That either she gonna recover or she gonna go.
Who can separate us from the love of God?
And that was a very trying moment for me, for them to say, well, Evander getting ready to lose his house, he getting ready to do this, he broke, and all these things, that these accusations that people are making, because they going by the time.
Shall tribulation or distress?
God, you planned this. This was an awesome plan that my brothers and sisters didn't let me be like them, and now I'm able to help them, and I was able to get everybody out the ghetto.
Shall persecution or famine or even the sword? Nay, in all of these things we're more than conquerors. Fragments Ministries presents Testimonies. We bring you the story of Evander Holyfield, the 4-time heavyweight boxing champion of the world. This is his testimony.
My mother, Evander Holyfield, had me when she was 35 years old. So I was her last of 9 kids. So, and a lot of times people ask me why I am a winner, why I don't quit. And so I always reference back to my mother. My mother had 8 other kids before she had me. She could have quit and said, well, I didn't raise these other kids right, so I might well quit. You know, ain't nothing gonna happen for him.
But something did happen for young Evander. The Holyfield family would soon discover a champion in their midst. Out of the ashes of despair rose a warrior that the world would come to know as the real deal. Boxing came natural to young Evander. He possessed an unusual talent and a methodical-like determination. However, his greatest inspiration came not in the form of a coach or trainer.
My career is kind of built upon the foundation of what my mama said. I said, so every time I'm talking about my boxing career, you're always going to hear me bring up my mama because she was there. She prepared me for the coach. That was my coach. Because my mother taught me to listen, follow direction, not quit. When I met this white man named Carter Morgan at 8 years old, and he was 60-something years old, when he seen me hit that bag, and he said, man, you are good. I said, thank you, sir. He said, don't you know you could be the heavyweight champion of the world? And I looked at him and I said, what is that? He said, do you know Muhammad Ali? I said, yes, sir. He said, you can be good just like that. That was so inspiring because at that time in my life, there's nobody in this world that ever told me I could be good other than my mama.
The words of Mama Holyfield, listen, follow directions, and don't quit, hit their mark with young Evander. And now, a combination of inspiring words would punch out fear and doubt, sending the spirit of failure down for the count.
I said, I went to school, they told me I wasn't going to be nothing. When I was at home, they told me I wasn't going to be nothing. I said, this is when you grow up in poverty, you have a lot of negative people, so negative things is being taught. So, you know, even at home, some of the older brothers and sisters, siblings who hadn't made it, I tell you, man, you're wasting your time. But I had a mama who said, you can make it. Now that man told me I could be the heavyweight champion of the world. And I told that man, I'm only 8 years old. He looked at me and smiled. He said, you won't always be 8. He was right, because I knew next week I was going to be 9. I said, and he said, what do you think? I looked at him. I said, well, I got to ask my mama. He started laughing. He said, well, you go home and ask your mama. And I went home and asked my mama. I said, Mama, because I had to be correct when I come to mama. I said, Mama, but I didn't ask her in front of my brothers and sisters them, because all my brothers and sisters them weren't positive about nothing. They the first one to say, you know they just lying to you. So, I waited till it was just me and my mom. I said, Mama, and I had to explain it to her, because my mama was hard on men. So I said, Mama, this white man, so that's kind of gave it a jump. This white man at the boys club said, I could be the heavyweight champion of the world. Can I be it? My mama looked at me and said, son, that's a price that you got to pay. You know what? When she said that, I turned my back and walked away. She said, where you going? Because I know we ain't have no money. And we talk about money, I know I couldn't be it. My mom said, no, not that kind of price. They gonna hit you. But because I get 3 whoopings a day, because everybody in the family get to tell me what to do, and half of them hit me when I don't do it quick enough, so I was used to getting hit on. And so I started laughing. And my mother started laughing and said, well, yeah, you can hit them back. Because I wasn't allowed to hit my brothers and sisters them back. So I was so anxious, looking forward going to the boys club the next day to tell that man that I could be the heavyweight champion of the world.
Coach Morgan and Mama Holyfield continue to groom the young warrior for the world's heavyweight boxing title. When we return, we'll see the difference a positive attitude can make, but most of all, the power in the words that we speak. All of this and more when we return to Testimonies.